SAP here, and then you can shadow the seniors who are working in our company, and then learn from them, and then you can find a job in the market. In that way, you'll be getting real time experience. And also, we what we do every week. We get it platinum consultants from outside, and we'll give you a 1 hour session every week, so that you will understand how the real time scenario works. So real time companies, how SAP runs on a real time company. So this is one thing that we have, because our consultants are working across the world. We have people working in Germany, we have people working in Japan, we have in Australia. So most of the people who are working in outside, they have pretty good experience on different modules, different industries. So some might be working in insurance industry, some might be working in fashion industry. So you'll have a lot of exposure from those platinum consultants. And the hourly rates for platinum consultants is like 300 $400 per hour. So they charge huge, but all these people are our employees, so it is easy for us to get them and make sure they give their real time experience to you all. And also, what we do, we provide materials every day. Whatever session happens, we'll be giving the material for you. We will record the videos, and these videos you can watch it later. Maybe if you want to watch it in weekends, if you are working professional, you don't have time, you can refer those videos, and then we give SAP access. Every individual will be giving an ID and password. So whenever the class happens, you can go into online, you can practice there, and you can come back with questions. Once the training is done, we'll prepare a interview questions to you. You can, if you want to work with us, you are always welcome. If you want to search a job outside, you can prepare your resume, and then you can get the interview questions from us and attend the interviews. And you'll have mock tests every week. We'll be conducting mock tests for you, and then resume preparation, job assistance, and we provide internship too. If you are selected and we feel that you are pretty good candidate, a student for us, we'll make sure you will be assigned some work within our projects, and then the senior resource will be guiding you. So this is why you have to join. If you want to join Globalwave, these are the difference from a real time company and a exclusive training company. And the training approach, right? So if you want to be a consultant, there are a couple of phases that you have to follow. So most of the people, the content is everywhere. You go to YouTube, you go to Google, you'll get a lot of content. But is it sufficient for you to become a SAP consultant? No. Because until unless you know real time about a company, you can't be a SAP consultant. So learning from YouTube or documents, it's okay. I mean, it's the first step. Everybody has to do. If you want to learn about a topic, you can go to online. You can search. You can find something, and you can learn. But after you learn that, you have to practice in the system. So while you are doing practice in the system, you'll get a lot of questions. So if you don't have a trainer who supports you, you can't learn properly. So whatever you learn has to be practiced in the system, and whatever is practiced in the system has to be overseen by any professional. So because of that, you should be trained under a trainer. And coming to, once your learning is done, you practice very well in the system, and you can able to run entire scenario of SAP SD in the system. And then you should learn real time experience. You cannot simply take a resume and go to the market and then go to the interview, right? So it is very difficult. People can easily identify that you don't have enough experience. So what you have to do, you have to learn from a real time person. So a person who is working for at least 3 to 4 years, you should shadow him. You should understand how he logins, how he gets the work, how he um gets real time scenarios. All these things you should learn from a real time person. And once you learn from them, and you are pretty good, I mean, you are ready to go for any interview. And then before going to any interview, before going to any interview, prepare your resume up, and you should know where to apply these jobs as well, right? So you cannot, if you prepare a resume and you doesn't know where to apply, there is no point. So you have to prepare your resume properly. You have to put a couple of experience. I mean, if you have domain experience, you can put domain experience. And if you don't have domain experience, and if you are a fresher and you have 2 3 years of gap, you may have to put an internship in your resume, and you should find a projects that SAP has done. So these are the different phases that everybody has to follow in order to be a pretty good consultant. Why? Because SAP consultants are hot in the market. If you see, each SAP consultant earns more than 40 lakhs, 40, 50 lakhs per month. And now, who are eligible for this? The answer, simple answer for this: everybody, anyone who is a graduate or postgraduate, they're eligible for this course. And any IT people nowadays, a lot of IT people are joining SAP from different technologies. Like you have Java, you have .NET people coming into SAP, and there are a lot of people who are in insurance, banking, other different industries, right? FMCG. There are a lot of people who has domain experience, and they're now moving to SAP. So anybody who are fresh graduates can also apply, because this technology will give you an advantage of working with people who are from IITs. You don't believe, there are a lot of people in SAP who came from SAP, who studied in IITs, but this simple technology makes you a difference if you learn this. And when you go to a company, your colleagues will be an IIT person or an IIM person. So such a demand we have in SAP. So anybody can learn this SAP and then be a pretty good consultant and earn good amount of money. And why to learn SAP? Uh, so why not other modules, right? There are so many modules in the industry, right? So why you have to learn only SAP? Because it's a market leader in ERP. So what does that mean is there is a lot of demand for SAP. So if you take top 200 2000 companies, right? So almost 1800 companies uses SAP. So you don't believe, like, you name it, you that company has SAP. And SAP is like Rolls Royce, right? So they will not give license to anybody. So if you are a celebrity, then only you'll get this Rolls Royce, right? So you cannot go and ask, I want a Rolls Royce car. So they will not give you. So in the same way, SAP will not give you to each and every individual. So what they do, if you approach them, they see your financials, like what is your turnover, how many people you have, how many branches you have. So they take all those things into consideration, and then they provide license. So it's a demanding, very demanding module. And nowadays, I mean, last 5 6 years, so SAP has pretty good demand during around 2010, 11, and 2005. Now it has very good demand too, because there are, from the last 5 6 years, there are no lot of people not joining to SAP, because most of the people who are getting graduated, they're moving towards either AI or different technologies, or Python or DevOps. So they're going to those technologies because they get jobs on freshers, but the package they get is very less. So there is a huge demand now, because a lot of companies are looking for SAP consultants now, because S4 fashion is going like crazy, and most of the people are looking for good consultants in the market. So there is a huge demand for SAP now. And and it has been established in 1972. So if you consider durability, right? So in 1972 it started, and it's been 50 years, but still SAP is the market leader in ERP, and it will continue for next 50 years too. Why? Because I mean, if you want to buy something, right? If you want to buy a phone, you think that it should have durability, right? It should stay for another 30, 40 years, right? Or at least 3, 4 years, right? So durability is very important. That's why you learn something now, and it should stay for at least 30, 40 years. And I have a family here where his father is an SAP consultant, and he retired, and now his son is also an SAP consultant. So one technology, if you learn, it will stay forever. I mean, next 50, 60, 100 years also, uh, you have this ERP software which is taking care of companies. So it is not so easy if one company uh, takes this SAP as a ERP package or software. It is not that easy to convert that SAP in software to some other ERP software. So it is very difficult. So demand and durability are the two important things that everybody has to consider when you are choosing. When you are second, you have to learn. So SAP is not like that. You learn once and it will be there for another 50, 60 years. So you so SAP is pretty good in demand right now. And if you want to learn SAP, and this is the right place to learn. And now the companies, right, as I told in the previous slide, so top 2000 companies, you name it, the SAP is there. So you have in Apple, you have SAP, your Microsoft, your Nike, uh, Coke, Walmart, Reliance, Fossil, you have Puma. So many companies, you name it. I mean, if it is Fortune 500 companies, all those has SAP. So because these are premium brands, right? They are going to invest a lot, and they want premium quality people. So they can spend a lot of money to them. So they give say 50, 60 lakhs to an IIT candidate, and they grab them, right? So if you are learning now, and if you are practicing very well, and you will be getting a minimum 10 lakhs in the beginning. I mean, as a fresher, you can get 10 lakhs package for an SAP consultant. So what are the different ERP systems that we have? Right? In SAP, I mean, SAP is the number one ERP package, and we have Dalmia, Epicor, Microsoft, IFS, Oracle. So these are all different ERP systems. So everybody cannot afford SAP. That's why there are little bit small players too, where they go for different ERP system. So the cost wise SAP is too high, which may not be able to give it to small players. So there are a couple of small players where they grab different markets. So we have a lot of ERP systems in the market, but SAP is the one which is the market leader. So now how is this evolution happened in SAP, right? So it started in 1972 with R1, and then in 1979 it's mainframe, and 1999 it's MySAP, and 1992 it's a client and server RT system. In 2004 you have ERP coming in, and then 2006, and now it's S4 HANA. So they have their own database. Earlier they are using different Oracle database or some other databases, but now coming into S4, so it is pretty fast. So UI has developed, and Fury apps has came in on the mobile. You can place orders from SAP. So there are a lot of evolution happened from 1972 to 2015. Now it is 2023, where a lot of people are moving to S4 HANA. So it's a pretty good journey for SAP, and they have evolved like anything, covering a lot of industries, and they came up with different solutions as well. So if it is retail, they have developed IS retail platform. If it is oil, they have developed IS oil platform. So specific industry specific technologies has been developed by SAP, which so that they make sure their customers are happy with that. So evolution is, I mean, it's tremendous, and they have grabbed a lot of customers during this journey. And coming to S4 HANA, right? So as I said, they have built a in-memory advanced technology database, which will help them to retrieve the data very faster. And also they have developed UI interface, Fury apps, where they don't have to log in into SAP. They can log into their mobile, and then they can place orders, or they can do whatever they want to do, like deliveries, invoicing, create a purchase orders. So with S4 HANA, reporting, everything has become very fast. And now let's learn about SAP. Why you need an SAP, right? So let's take a small example, where we're a small company, right? If you want to start a small company, let's say coffee shop, right? I want to open a coffee shop in New Delhi. So what I do, I mean, I go to a place, I lease a shop there, right? And then uh, I'll remodel everything. I'll buy chairs, I'll buy machinery and everything, right? So I'll set up a shop. Now, once I set up a shop, what I'm going to do? I have to hire people, right? I will be hiring like a chef, a manager, a cashier, a server. So to set up a complete coffee shop, I need all those people working in my store, right? So I have everybody set up. I have people working in my store. I have a coffee shop. Now what I have to do, I have to purchase the goods, raw materials to make a coffee, right? So what I do, my purchasing manager, they go to the vendors, they buy a coffee powder, milk, sugar, all those things, they'll buy it, right? And then they prepare a coffee. So once you prepare a coffee, you have to sell to your customers, right? So I'll be selling that coffee. Whoever comes to my store, I'll be keep on selling to them. By end of the day, what I have to do, I have to see how many sales has happened, how much raw material I have purchased, and what is my profit end of the day, right? So these are all the things that that is there to set up a company. So once you set up a company, right? So now I have a coffee shop, have sales going on. So gradually I make profits, right? So now I'm trying to open another store nearby with the same concept. So I open another store. Okay, I have again started taking people, buying machinery, uh, taking raw material, and then preparing coffee and selling to the customers. Now I made good profit out of there. And again, I opened another coffee shop in some other store, some other place. So I have opened, say, four coffee shops. So four are running fine, up and running fine. So everybody is maintaining their books in, say, an Excel sheet or on a book. Okay, now I am the company owner. So what I need, I want to know what is the profit happened during my year, right? During my year, and what is the profit that I have made. So how do we get it? So it is very difficult, right? If we are maintaining in books, I have to call each and every coffee shop, understand how many sales has happened. It's very tedious job, right? So it is very difficult to handle that situation. So taking that into consideration, what SAP has done, they have created a software which will integrate all these coffee shop into one system. So when you go to a store, there will be a small box there, right? Where they maintain all the details. So that is called point of sale system. So these coffee shops are called brick and mortar stores. So they maintain everything here on the point of sale system, and then it is a centralized database, right? So SAP has a centralized database. So any transactions happened in this coffee shop flows to this copy flows to this database, the main database. The same thing happens from here, same thing happens from here. So same thing happens from here. So I will come to know by end of the day that how much sale has happened. So if company owner has asked what is the sale happened, I'll open my ERP package, ERP software, and then go to the system. And if I see what is this coffee shop made, I can able to grab the report and can tell to the company owner that this is the sale has happened. So ERP is a package where it connects all these departments. So if you want to purchase something, the purchasing department has to reach out to different vendors, right? And then get a quotation. So there are a lot of departments involved in this. So each and every department are integrated. And to learn to know the profit of the company, you have to whatever salaries you paid as expenses, right? You have to minus those expenses, and then whatever raw material you have purchased, you have to minus those, and then whatever sale has happened, you have to add those, right? So there is a lot of calculations that you have to do. So all those calculations will be done in ERP, so that you'll come to know how much sale has happened, or what is the profit, or how much is the sale. So based on the sale, I mean, on winter the coffee goes very fast. So if you want to make sure the coffee is smoothly running, you have to buy more and more raw material from outside, right? So and keep it in your storage. So those plannings will be done in ERP. So there are a lot of stuff that you can do in ERP. So if you see ERP, I mean, ERP is a management software. It's a package, just like Word or Paintbrush or Excel, right? All the features will be there, and you should learn how to use that. So it's pretty simple. If you learn how to use it, you can make a software. You can build a software, customize the software for a multinational company. So it helps integrates different departments, right? So you have purchasing department where they purchase raw materials. You have sales department where they sell the goods. You have finance department where they capture all those financial transactions, like if you purchase something, what is the cost of the purchase, it goes to the finance. If a sale happens, what is the cost of the sale, it goes to finance. And if you are paying salaries to your employees, it goes to the finance. And end of the day, the finance can able to generate a report for you. What is my profit, right? And this is a centralized system. That means, for example, I have 4 stores, right? Okay, one of the store doesn't have a stock. Okay, they sugar is not there in one of the store, right? And vendor is not available for this store, and you have to shut down this store, right? You can't go anywhere until unless this guy calls this store or this store and ask for inventory. And how easy, if you have a software where you can easily learn, you can easily see how much demand, how much quantity is there in these stores, right? If you know in the software, you can, okay, coffee shop X has sugar, plenty of sugar, let me borrow from them. Okay, and you call the store, they can immediately send it to you. So it's all in the system. You don't have to call anybody and waste your time, right? So it's a centralized system. And all these departments, right? Sales, finance, marketing, purchase, planning, all these are integrated. Because if you are paying salary, you have to deduct from your sale, you have to deduct from your profit, right? So all these are integrated, and it's an ERP. I mean, all those ERP softwares follow these all these concepts. And what are modules in SAP? So we are talking about SD, right? Means the sales and distribution department, where we will only concentrate on selling the products. Uh, once a product is manufactured, for example, like take a car, right? So in the warehouse, they in the plant, they prepare this product, and then they sell it. I mean, they distribute to all those stores, and then sales team, what they do, they sell to the customers. So we are concentrated on sales and distribution here, but they have different other modules. If you see, material management, So if you want to build a car, you have to buy so much stuff, right? So all those things are taken care by team, and FI and CO, finance and controlling, right? So all financial transactions are taken care by finance team and HCM, human capital management. All these HR related, hiring, recruitment, payroll, all those stuff is taken care by HCM team, and production planning, right? As I said, if you want to produce something, you have to do some planning, like how much inventory you need. All those things will be taken care by production planning team. Plant maintenance and quality management. So if you are in a plant, there are a couple of things that you have to do. I mean, safety, security, all those stuff is taken care by PM. And quality, whenever you build a product, right, they do a quality check and all. So that module will take care of quality. So if you see this, right, all these departments, it replicates for a company. So if you take any company, you will see all those departments. Now coming to SD flow. Uh, so this is the basic flow of SAP SD. It starts with inquiry and then ends with a invoice. So for example, you take a person, like you take a college going student, right? And he wants to buy, say, iPhone. What he will do, he'll call nearby stores, like he calls, like say 10 stores, right? And then he found that Reliance Digital company is giving better deal for buying an iPhone. So whenever he calls to different stores, right, the store people, what they do, they'll capture his information. They tell what is your name, what is your phone number, where do you live, what kind of phones you need, and all those things they capture, how much quantity you need. So all those things they'll capture. It's not a sale, it is just an inquiry. So in SAP, what you do, you enter it in inquiry. So we have T codes. We'll maybe once we start the course, we'll explain you what is a T code, what is customizing screen, what is easy access screen. There are a lot of stuff inside, right? So once they call, they enter all his information, and out of 100 inquiries, maybe 10%, I think, it converts into a sale. I mean, a sale will happen. A sales order will be created. Remaining 90, you may not, because it's just an inquiry. So they maintain into ERP. They enter that this is the inquiry, and then once you get the inquiry, he will be keep on searching for another companies too. I mean, it's not a sale, right? So whatever best he want to take, best deal he want to take, he'll buy it from that company, not with anybody, right? So no need for him to go to only with Reliance Digital. He can go with any other company. So once the inquiry is done, so he finds Reliance Digital is good, and Reliance Digital is offering uh, thousand rupees discount, right? So what he'll do, if you buy now, today's, this is a Christmas season. If you take a quotation now, it is valid for say 1 week. Anytime you can come and you can purchase this, you'll get thousand rupees discount. So you take a quotation, and this Reliance Digital company will send a quotation to this customer with his name, email, your phone number, everything on it, stating if you buy a phone during this period from 25th to Jan 1st, your price will be say 70,000. Okay, so he gets a quotation. So most of the quotations that he received, in the same way, he gets a lot of quotations from different companies. So once he get a quotation, it is now up to him to create an order, to place an order to Reliance Digital, right? So what he can do, he will call to this customer again, stating, I want to place an order. So with reference to this quotation, they create a sales order. Once a sales order is made, that he has to pay at the time of creation of sales order. So he'll be paying that amount. He places an order. So once he places an order, it goes to the warehouse, and the warehouse team, what they do, they pick back, they pick from storage locations, they pack it, they scan it, they send to the carrier, and then they ship it to the customer house. So once they ship it to the customer house, customer will receive, and then once they receive, he will be invoiced in the system. So the invoice happens at the end because the one which the example that I have told you, it's for retail customer. So where the invoice happens at the order level, if it is a wholesale customer, right, they give credits. For example, if a company is buying from iPhone company, right? So Reliance Digital might be buying from Apple, right? So during that time, they get a credit of 30 days or 60 days. So there is an invoice. Reliance Digital, Apple will raise an invoice to Reliance Digital, and they'll be paying after 30 days or 60 days. So this is the SD flow, complete SD flow, where it starts with inquiry and goes to quotation, order, delivery, and invoice. And now, you know the SD flow, right? So now, if you want to create, if you want to build an enterprise structure in SAP, like you have say coffee shop, right? So I have a coffee shop in India. I want to open in say different countries. Okay, and also I want to sell say apart from coffee, I want to sell biscuits, or I want to sell cakes, or I want to sell to say wholesalers. I want to sell to say retailers. There are so many things, right? So if a CEO wants to know how much sale has happened in India or in US or in Japan, so you should know, right? How do you know? So SAP has designed a structure which everybody has to follow, and then based on it, if you have to design this way, only in this way, so that it is very easy to do reporting. So first you have to create a company, like say for example, you take Reliance Industries, right? Reliance Industries is a company. Okay, and then you have, for each company you have sales orgs assigned to it, and then distribution channels, and then divisions. What does that mean? Sales org is an entity where the sales happens. So generally in all those, most of the companies, each country will have one sales org. Like US, Reliance Industries, India has one code, say 1,000, and Reliance Industries, Dubai has say 2,000 code. So you create a code for it, and you assign to is your company code. Okay. So once you create a sales org in SAP, you have distribution channels. What does distribution channel means? So distribution channel is the one who distributes the products. For example, you have retail customers, right? You can't maintain everything in one sales org under one distribution channel. There are different channels. So one customer goes to online like Amazon and then places an order. It's an e-com sale. It's not a wholesale sale. It's an e-com sale. For example, a customer walks into a store and places an order. So it's not e-com sale. It's a retail store sale. And if a wholesaler, like any wholesale company wants to buy it from you, like Reliance Digital is a wholesaler for Apple. So so wholesalers will place orders differently. So there are a couple of channels that we have in the system in any industry, which is mainly there are three, which is wholesale, retail, and e-commerce. We create those as distribution channels. There are a couple of more like franchisees. So there are many distribution channels based on industry. We define those channels. And then divisions, right? So divisions is nothing but range of products. So what is range of products mean? You have, example, take a coffee shop, right? You have coffee is one product, and then you have bakery is one product, one division. So there are multiple divisions where these are all used for reporting. So everything is used for reporting purpose. So whenever you place an order, you have to give company code, which is my Indian company code, uh, and then my sales org is say Reliance Industries India, and then distribution channel is like wholesale customer, and then my division is say metal division, right? So based on this, you enter these three codes at the time of creation of an order, and then you take the customer material, everything, and then you sell it to the customer. So now if a company, if anybody asks, right, so 1000 10 10, so I got the reporting, right? You go to the tables and then pull the report and send it to the officials. So because of that, they have designed an enterprise structure which is the heart for any successful implementation. Okay. And then you have plant. Plant is assigned to company, company code, and each plant has a shipping point and storage locations. So plant is nothing but, if you go to uh, any company, they have different plants. One is at Jammu Kashmir, one is at Bangalore, one is at uh, Hyderabad. So there are a lot of plants which will help them to distribute product to the customers easily. So for example, if I have a plant somewhere in Germany and I want to distribute in India, it's not possible, right? So it's the transportation cost is a lot. So because of that, they maintain plants in nearby places so that they can distribute to the people. And what is shipping point? Shipping point is nothing but where you ship the product. So maybe I can show you one warehouse. How does this look? So you see here. So this is Walmart warehouse. Okay, and if you see these ones, these are the shipping points where the truck comes in and then and takes the goods from those shipping points. I'll show you the clear picture of it. You see, you can see here trucks which are going into the shipping point. So because it is a huge warehouse, and for example, your product is somewhere here, right, at the end of the warehouse, and your shipping point should be near to that, so that it is easy for the people who are working in the warehouse to shift the product from here to the shipping point. And these are the storage locations. You see here, you have storage location numbers here. All these are storage locations. And if you see inside these storage locations, you have storage bins, which are called bins. Okay, that these are all taken care by different module, uh, which is WM. So this is how a warehouse looks like. Okay. Okay, so once this enterprise structure is done, there are a lot of different configurations that you have to do in order to make a company work up and running. So, as an IT, as a SAP consultant, you are more concentrated in understanding the business scenario, what a company does, and then you take entire their company org structure and build it to the SAP, and then give it to the users, so that every day they do day-to-day transactions. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. And we have another 10 minutes. So we have a platinum consultant in the call. So you want to share something with all of you. He has been in this industry from 15 years. So he can share his thoughts as well. But before that, you can ask questions if you have any.
Hi, this is Ram Pratap. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thing is like, sorry that I couldn't follow completely. I was driving in between. Is this training wholly on S4 HANA or it's on ECC?
I mean, ECC and S4 HANA, it doesn't make much difference. It's just 20%, but we'll cover S4 HANA too.
Because as now all are getting converted on only conversions and new implementations also will be there, no?
80% is ECC configuration and everything is same. Just
Okay,
20%. 20% is the additional features. We cover that 20% too. So it's all on S4 HANA.
okay. This server access, like for how long you'll be providing?
You'll be having at least for an year.
Okay. See, I am having so total 10 years of experience, 12 years of experience into sales.
Yeah.
Uh, we I work as an end user using SD PS modules.
Okay.
So like now I would like to shift to SAP as a consultant now. This domain
Yeah.
experience, how can I like show up in the resume? Can you just help
I
me?
mean, you are already a consultant. I mean, end user, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm end user
So
for both
you
PS
can
SD.
mention that you are end user come configurator,
Okay.
so that it is easy for you to explain well. Once you know the configuration, you'll understand pretty much very easily all these configurations, because if you go to VA01, you know VA01,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
give,
We all use it day in day out. Yeah.
yeah, you give order type. You don't know where it comes from, right? So now you'll be learning all those things. You'll learn how a order type comes, how pricing gets determined, how what are the condition types. So all those stuff you'll be learning. What is copy control? So all those things you'll be learning now. So that is the back end, right? So front end is your screen, and back end is the configuration
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Fine, fine. This training will be for how long? It's on weekends or?
No, no, it will be every day for 4 days, and then on weekend you'll have someone from different industries coming in and teaching you the real time concepts, like how, for example, I work for say Nike, right? Somebody from Nike will come to you and show you this is how Nike works. So you'll get real time exposure, and Fridays you'll have a direct interaction with the trainer, so that whatever questions you have on those 4 days, you can bring it up on Friday and then explain and then clear your questions, or any doubts when you are practicing, right? Or any errors that you get while practicing, you will clear that off in on Friday.
What would be the tentative timings of morning sessions? What time it would be?
That we have not decided yet, but generally we go with like 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. Yeah, 7:30 to 8:30. That depends. I mean, we'll take it from all the people. So majority of the people might be employees, right? So we'll either put it in the morning or in the evenings.
Okay, fine. What would be the fee structure? Any tentative?
Yeah, we'll get back to you on the fee structure. One of my team will contact you.
Fine,
Okay. Any other
fine.
question?
Yeah, for now, nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah,
anybody have?
I have one more question. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
This as you said, no, like you will be giving you as a live training and all. See,
Yeah.
like any live projects would be provided or for
Uh,
working.
I mean, we have consultants working in our company.
Mhm.
So initially, we thought like you guys will be shadowing them, so that if they have any regular work, right, like monitoring jobs or
Mm.
getting a report or anything, right, you can assist them initially. And once you are picking up faster and faster, you can put your resume and then go ahead and attend interviews. And if you are really capable, we can also get you interviewed by one of our clients.
Okay. Like the reason why I'm asking, like now you would be giving a project like on conversion or implementation, the kind of thing we should put up in our resume.
That will, I mean, first you have to learn, and then we can decide what needs to be done.
Fine, fine. Okay.
Yeah, that is too far, right?
Yeah,
What
too
projects
far.
you have to,
Reason why
what
I'm
projects
asking.
you have to keep those, that is too far. I mean, you have to first learn and then practice, and there are a lot learn real time. Project doesn't matter. I mean, client doesn't matter. Any project, anything, right? Once you know, you can able to explain them very well.
Okay, fine. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody?
Hey, Naren, good morning. This is Ravi. And as you explained, you are saying that there is a confusion. You are giving the training as well as the on-job kind of training, or like you're saying that configuration part, and as well as you're giving the we have a company and we are going to shadow that senior resource. What it means like exactly. So after completion of this training, you are going to shadow it, or you are
No,
going giving the project, or you are giving the project, and then we are going to
no,
do
no,
that
no. I
configuration on
mean,
the
first,
system.
yeah, first you learn from the people,
Mhm.
and then from the trainer. And then the next step is you practice it in your systems. And once you are thorough end-to-end process, you can able to configure entire company and run the entire scenario. You have to learn the real time, right? So
Mhm.
we'll be learning the real time scenarios from the trainer, which
Mhm.
is very important.
Mhm.
uh, let me give you an example, right? So for example, one of the customer wants a consolidated invoice.
Mhm.
What does that mean is, whatever
Mhm.
orders has been delivered in this entire week, I want to do it
Mhm.
in one invoice by end of
Yeah.
the week.
Yeah.
So SAP doesn't have a solution for it.
Mhm.
So you have to, that's a real time scenario.
Yes.
Okay. So those things you will be learning from the trainer. Once you
Mhm.
learn from the trainer, uh, and you have not practiced, you are just learning, right? Real time also you
Mhm.
have not practiced.
Mhm.
Now you should find a good trainer, sorry, good mentor
Mhm.
who can help you understand how the real time world works. Because in SAP, uh, if you go to the interview, simply I'll ask a question, right? How do you
Mhm.
connect to your systems?
Mhm.
Okay, you need a VPN first. So those things we can, if people can easily catch you, I mean that you don't have enough experience. So those things, how do you connect to VPN, how do you move transports from one system to the other system, those are all simple things. But you don't have real time, right? You'll not be learning that, you'll not know that. It won't take much time. So those things you'll be learning from shadowing a senior consultant, which they are working in our company.
Because I am an SAP consultant, experienced consultant. Okay,
Okay.
I'm already an experienced consultant. So
Hmm.
just I'm upskilling and I want to upgrade the things. That is the reason I'm looking into
Yeah.
the functional domain as I'm a technical side of the
Okay.
SAP.
Okay.
Okay, I know all those things which you are saying that,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
for me, it is very important that business scenarios and
Exactly.
right. So that is very
Yeah.
important, and that kind of scenarios which I can have to explain because whenever you go to the interview,
Yes.
they'll ask the number of company codes has been there and uh,
Yeah.
real time. What we know that
Real
what
time.
kind of
Yeah.
tools
I
they are.
mean, when you practice it, right? You
Mm,
practice just with one company code, right? But in
yes.
real time or one sales, but
Mm,
real time it is not like that.
yes.
You'll have at least 10 sales orgs. So those things you'll be learning from uh, the mentor, that we already have employees working in different clients. So
Mm,
whatever industry you like,
mm.
uh, we can put you in that mentorship. Yeah.
And one more, like you are not the trainer exactly. So there is a different trainers,
Yeah.
or you're
I'll
teaching
be
this.
I'll be monitoring. The trainer will be different. I'll be monitoring the training sessions. I'll be joining as well on couple of training sessions. I'm an SD consultant too, but
Mm,
I've been in this from last say 17 years. I worked for
mm,
50 clients.
mm.
Uh, I'm in US, so
Okay.
I work for top companies.
Yeah.
And also I have the trainer. He's pretty good guy. He's an excellent working in different company. But yeah, he's today he has to take this session because he's very busy. So I'm coming and taking this session.
Okay. Apart from this class, is there any other free demo classes to attend?
We'll be conducting other free demo classes soon
Okay.
in this next week, coming week.
Okay. So that because we need to see that, right, what the
Yeah,
exact trainer, how he is going to
yeah,
explain it, and how we need to find out that kind of thing,
yeah,
apart from you, so that we can take the decision from there onwards, right?
yeah.
So
No problem.
that's the thing, because if this is the only class, then we cannot decide whether we can go
Yeah.
ahead or not. We can decide, right? That is based on that.
No, no, I'll be there. I will be there attending these sessions. You don't
Mhm.
have to worry about it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which kind of version, S4 HANA version, Naren, you are
Yeah.
providing?
I mean, whatever. I don't know what versions they have. Our team has uh, whoever is providing our access, right? I don't know, but we'll let you know.
Okay. So normally, because we have the many batches you are handling, right? This is the not the only batch. So previously, you are dealing with the 2021 or 2022, like that, right? So
I think it's 2020, I guess. Yeah.
okay. So you are providing the access for a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Okay. So so it is how many months exactly this training?
It's 2 months and 1 month mentorship.
So that has been
Three
that is the
months.
part of this training, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Naren.
yeah, yeah. No problem. Any other questions? Anybody?
Sir, good morning, sir. I am Tabitha.
Yeah.
Sir, what about the placements after finishing this course? Does Globalwave provide placement or we should go to
We'll,
other
we'll
companies?
we'll assist you. We'll make sure once you get trained, you'll be like 3 4 years experienced person. We'll be getting a lot of positions. If you are capable of doing that, we can get you to an interview as well. But we have to evaluate because we cannot just send a fresher candidate to a customer, and we may lose the customer too, right? So we may not be able to send. But if you are really working hard, you are learning pretty fast, and if we think that your mentor, whoever is there, you're shadowing him, he tells that you are picking up very fast. For sure, we can able to get you to an interview.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because if you are not learning, we can't assist you in placing you somewhere.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, Narenji, this next demo, when it would be tentatively?
Next demo, maybe you are planning in next week, I guess, and then we'll start from that next week Monday.
Fine. Okay.
But whatever PPT, everything which I'm showing, this is all prepared by the trainer. I have not done anything. So whatever I am explaining, you will also explain the same. Any questions?
Apart from this training videos, Naren, like, are you providing any documents, config kind of
Yeah, yeah.
documents?
Yeah, we provide everything, configuration documents and everything we provide.
Uh,
We already have all those documents ready,
hmm.
concept by concept. So we'll be providing everything,
Okay.
business scenarios and all the stuff we'll be giving. Maybe I can show you how a document looks like.
Yeah. So are you giving this migration kind of experience, like you ECC to S4HANA, that kind of concept you are going to explain, or it is not part of this
So
course?
migrations we don't do. Yeah.
Is there any glimpse of idea, like, or maybe any kind of documentation you are going to provide that related to that?
If you see, I mean, if it is a third party sale,
Uh-huh.
what are all configurations that you have to do? So sale, what are the important
Mm,
configurations?
mm,
So we provide all these documents. How do you create a purchase order? Where do you see
mm,
what transactions it
mm,
goes? So we have all uh, interview enhancements. If you see,
mm.
so these are all interview enhancements
Yeah.
with coding and all. So all these things that our trainers will be providing you.
Oh, okay.
So for data migration, it's I mean we can teach LSMW and all, but we cannot people asking from ECC to S4HANA, we can't get connections of SAP, right? So it's
No,
very
no, no.
difficult.
I'm not saying that we cannot do that, right? So from
Yeah,
ECC to
for with LSMW, we want to create a customer master that we can show
no, no, that is
how
what is
LSM
yeah.
works and all. But we,
Mm,
we cannot get a wrapper, do a BDC, and then all those stuff. We cannot do that.
no, no, no. That is that I know because what I
Yeah,
my intention is like what are the steps we need to follow while we are
yeah,
moving from ECC to S4? What kind of
yeah, yeah.
whether we need whether we need to transfer the transfer the settings from configuration from ECC to S4 or maybe on top of ECC, or we are going to migrate the to the next level of version. So this kind of things is there, right?
That that doesn't come under this because it's all migration project. It's a
Mm.
complete different environment. So yeah, that doesn't come under this. Yeah, and you'll have pretty less jobs with those migrations as well, right?
No, no,
So
no. The coming, the upcoming, because still the customers on ECC, they have to migrate by after 27 by
yeah, yeah,
27.
all jobs will not be on migration, right? So you have consultants, SG
Mm.
consultants should be there.
Yes.
Migration team, you have MDM taking care. There are a lot of different modules that are taking.
Yeah, well, as a SAP, as a SD consultant, I have to do some jobs, right? When we are moving that configuration from ECC to S4 HANA. So if
Mhm,
it is a new system, maybe it's a greenfield or maybe
mhm,
brownfield implementation. So
mhm.
there are different combinations, right?
Yeah,
The customer choose it. Based on that, we have to do the configuration, either
yeah.
as
Okay,
is or maybe we have to do some kind of enhancements and then we have to showcase that to the customer, right? So
okay. Yeah, I think we are I think almost over time. So I don't want to waste your Sunday. You enjoy your weekend, and our team will be in touch with you if you want to enroll. You can do that, and if you have any questions, reach out to them. And you can also add check in LinkedIn or text me on LinkedIn. I can reply you whenever I have some time. So you can type Naren Kalva. I'll be coming there. You can post your questions there. I can respond to you as well. Okay. Have a nice weekend, and enjoy your weekend. Yeah. Thank you.
thank you, Ravi. Have a
Yeah.
good day. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.